I spent 3 months building 4 AI agents to run the admin side of my leadership role. Last week, in about 10 minutes, one new Microsoft feature made every single one of them redundant. And honestly, I'm not even mad. If you've been quietly proud of those little AI systems you've been cobbling together just to survive the week, the prompt saving a dog, the custom agent you finally got working at 11 p.m., this one might sting a little in the best possible way. Microsoft just released something called Copilot CoWork. And it doesn't only answer your questions. It actually does the work from start to finish. Across your email, your files, your spreadsheets, even when your laptop is closed while you are going for dinner. Here is the thing. Most people are about to use this exact same way that they used to do with the old Copilot, as a slightly smarter chatbot. They will completely miss that the rules of delegation just change underneath them. And there is one setting and mindset change that decides whether you get hours back or just a surprisingly large bill and long working hours. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what CoWork can take off of your plate, how I rebuild my admin system, and the one setting I really wish someone had told me about first. I've invested more than 2 years in becoming AI fluent, wrote 2 books on AI leadership, and building AI systems especially for women in management and senior leadership. I want to let you know that I'm still inside the pressure with you. I'm still in my senior leadership role while I do all this. I had 4 agents. I watched them become redundant in real time. So let me save you the 3 months I just spent. Microsoft Copilot has arrived in 3 waves. In 2023, it was the assistant, the thing in the sidebar that helped you grind. In 2025, we got Agent Builder, where keen people like me build our own little custom agents and apps for specific jobs and tasks. And now, in 2026, we have CoWork. Each wave didn't improve the last one. It absorbed it. Think of my 4 agents like a kitchen drawer, full of single task gadgets, the avocado slicer, the egg separator, the garlic crusher. Each one brilliant and exactly one thing, and a small ceremony to set them all up. CoWork is the chef who just walks in, looks at the meal, and cooks it. You don't need the gadget drawer anymore when you have the chef. More than half of the Fortune 500 companies in the world tested CoWork before launch, and Microsoft says it scored the highest satisfaction of any Copilot experience they released before. This isn't hype. It's already here. So what does the chef actually do? Let me show you. In the old way, you type a prompt and go back a draft, you still had to do something with it. CoWork flips that. You describe an outcome. It builds a plan. It carries that plan out across your Microsoft apps, Outlook, Teams, Excel, PowerPoint, your files. Then it checks back in with you, not with a suggestion, a finished thing. And because it runs in the cloud, the work keeps going even when you close your laptop. You hand out the job at 5 p.m., you close the lid, then you go to your kid's music concert. And it's still working. Let me show you how it actually looks in Copilot. First, you need to make sure that you have the paid license. It will have the Word Premium next to your name and profile. You are going to be able to identify you have a Home tab and a CoWork tab. That's how you know you have CoWork already enabled. And if you don't, make sure you contact your admin, because if you have a premium license, you should be able to access. Now, before, you used to work on the chat. And for you to have a meeting note or a follow-up, you will write a prompt, attach the transcript, and you will just wait. The chat will tell you everything step by step depending on your prompt. I like to use the follow-up message, which I will be able to take the quick notes and then send an email. I will just copy, go to my Outlook, and paste it. Last review, and I will send. That's the old way. CoWork came to change this. We are going to click on the tab where CoWork is, and you can see all the list of actions and plans that CoWork can do for you. Now, because I'm not going to prep for a meeting, or arrange my week, I am going to catch up on a meeting that already happened. I'm going to click more. You are going to be able to see all the topics that Microsoft has already preloaded. Triage, research, create, and meetings. I'm going to click the meetings one because I know that I'm looking for a meeting. Then you can do prep meeting, leadership prep, or in this case, post-meeting recap. I will select that one and it will already put the prompt that I need. The only thing I need to give is the context of the meeting I'm actually looking for. I'm going to click the hash key and I'm going to go to meetings. And then I'm going to select the meeting that I didn't attend that I need to catch up. In this case was this committee meeting. I'm going to click enter. I'm going to let CoWork do the work while I'll go and have a coffee. That's it. It crafted the emails and ready to be sent. I ignore them because I didn't want to send anything yet. And the follow-up meeting request as well. At the end, it created my file with all the actions that need to be taken, not only from me, but from everybody in the meeting log and the action tracker. This is very transformational. It pulled out all the list, all the actions, create an Excel file, and now I just need to go and make sure if I have one action to complete. Or I'll be super ready for the following meeting. This is not task execution anymore. It's planning and it's to be ahead. Okay, now let me share with you the agents that I used to have that now I'm very happy going to uninstall. When we come to my homepage, here are all the 4 agents that I used to have. Agent 1, who was my meeting recap and personal assistant, that's the one that it will use to create all the meeting notes, pull the transcript, extract the decisions and actions, and draft the follow-up emails. That's what that agent will do. Agent 2 will write the market or news trends that I will get so I could share with different team members. And my agent number 3 will be the one that do all the productivity follow-up and reduce the task so I don't have to do them many, many times. And the agent 4 will draft the corporate communication. I just show you a clear example of the difference between chat agents and CoWork. Leaders save around 1.2 hours a day with Copilot. And that meeting follow-up that I just showed you, that time can drop by up to 70%. That's not just a nice week. That's a different life. Before, it used to take me at least 1 hour of prep, 1 hour of the meeting, and 1 hour of preparing notes to be at the top of my tasks. Now, I just need CoWork. Thanks for staying with me until now because the next part is the difference between CoWork saving hours and also CoWork quietly costing you a fortune. Not only if you are a business owner, but to the company you are working for. CoWork doesn't run on your normal license alone. It runs on usage. Microsoft calls them Copilot credits, and every job it does spend them. So you really need to be very mindful to change the mindset from task to outcome. This is the reminder that you need to delegate with intention. And here is the actual shift. The thing that most people miss. You stop handing tasks and start handing outcomes. Draft an email is a task. Clear my client follow-ups of the week and quote them for the review. That's an outcome. Same tool, completely different return. Now, let's have a look at what CoWork does when I ask to do the summary of the same transcript of the meeting that I ran. It created 5 steps. You can again see them in the right. And it is actually waiting for me to drafting owner confirmations, human on the loop. So it actually read the transcript. It didn't find the file of tasks because I haven't created a follow-up task for this specific meeting. It keeps looking, it keeps working, and now it's preparing the Excel file with all the list of tasks that the person in the meeting had to do while I had to do. And here it is when the meeting happened, what were the key points, but this one has actually a list of tasks with a status and suggested due date. Then it created the Excel file in a tracker, drafted the follow-up email, and the Teams recap helpful for review. Here's the Excel file with the meeting notes. And now it is asking me, send the email as drafted? or don't send, keep in draft only. I will keep them in draft. I will not send it. Now, that is 90% of the task. Let's talk about the 10% that is still yours. Here is what I did not hand over and I never will. The hard conversation, the read of the room, the moment a team member needs me, not a summary. CoWork can build a report that informs the call. It cannot make the call. That's the difference between doing the work and leading it. And the difference is exactly why you were promoted. So no, I'm not mourning my 4 agents. I built them because I was trying to survive a workload that was never designed for one human. The fact that a tool can now absorb that admin doesn't make me less valuable. It frees me to finally become the leader that I want to be, instead of a leader that is just doing 4 people's busy work at 9 p.m. Remember I mentioned that I was going to share the setting that I wish I had when I started? Well, here it is. Microsoft Copilot CoWork backend is actually Claude from Anthropic. Why does this matter? Because if you have been using Claude in the past, you are going to be able to understand Copilot CoWork very easy. In the screen, you can see that you have your Home tab and your CoWork tab. Very similar than Claude, you're going to see Schedule. You can schedule tasks, workflows, whatever you need, and the Customize button. This is the secret I wish I knew. You can actually create empty file with your own About Me, meaning you can put your role, the language you want to use, the leadership and communication style you want to have in this file. And every time Copilot CoWork is going to remember this, and you don't have to remind it and training in every single chat because it's going to be a skill. So there you go. If you build your own little AI systems to survive, let me know in the comments. And if you don't know where to start, there is my free AI assessment that you can have a very good starting point. The link is in the description of the video. Subscribe because you are going to start a series of CoWork that we're going to go deep on every single opportunity that we have. This is Ivonne, founder of Thrive Lotus. See you in the next one.